cicadas. It's called Cicada Pi. That's correct, right? Yeah, so this is kind of less educational than some and more just about what they mean to me for the most part, so. At the root is a nymph who feeds on its tree. It is much unlike a myth of a Greek deity. It's a little living thing, and once upon a long time, that was me. Early independence, yet nearly all my existence before I feel grown enough to fly. See, I've spent a long time in darkness and deep within, and I've been desperately seeking truth even when it's adamantly not been given. I've heard songs in the distance, and from under the surface, I lay and wait and listen. One day, it'll be the right time to truly come alive and be on the sun side of the rhythm. Like the cicada underneath or underground, and like their voices, I must be mindful of my pitch and sound. I must be patient with others' pace of transformation, but not sacrifice my flight. When on my tree, I am finally found, cracking my shell and emerging, I must lift myself out. Periodical to perfection, 13 or 17 years unrelenting. My cycle is 19 and I am 38, which means my third rebirth is now commencing. Cicada totem speaks of the past with sweetness, sometimes a return of someone or chance to resolve to completeness. It sees the unseen and also teaches us to seek this, to repeat this cycle, this song, this fast pace that shifts us, this one I still trust. Wings expand the horizons, I'm exploratory. Life is brief and grace and flight doesn't seem to come easy or with concrete security, but cicada shows a way to fulfillment for me, which starts underneath and takes long and repeats, and they teach us to live each moment to the fullest, whether outspoken or speechless. Read this, the lines of this naked seamstress who flies around me in peculiar and seamless designs, then searching to find love before they soon die. So what holds me back from my center? Striving or a need to myself paint the picture? All I truly need is non-fiction, to learn the lesson, to not flee but instead cool heated kitchen, to not get caught up in what I am pitching. Sometimes just listen, I'm finding splinters as I ask where and when they are from. Why did they now come to my surface? I must pluck them and then repurpose. I'm excited, not nervous. I'm imprinted by precursors, by my own curse of express and release, yet give space, cause it wasn't just me who was seized. I hold the present moment and in the knowing of its value, sense of jasmine, and like a flower that blooms at night, I can shrink right into myself as the sun shows, as I'm suddenly afraid or ashamed of my own shadow. The witching hour allows for purifying battle, so I'm nothing but thankful. I can wait for an oasis. I can taste liberation from my damage and also then what replaces it. I've reached the final stages of it. It's just scar tissue in the shapes of things that once hemmed me in to tailor fit again and again. All those outfits are down to the very last thread. And I am sleeping in a different bed. A river of light now runs through what was desert and dead, or heavy as lead. I am an old soul. I am big and bold, yet so fragile and little, and sometimes hard to hold or hold on to. Cause spiritually I'm like a rolling stone. I am my home, and without effortless equality, I'm always moving right along, healing, hurting through a song or sonnet or other process or crystals in my palms. I have mantras, not mottos. I can't tell tomatoes from tomatoes. Don't know what to call it or if I'll feel back to normal 2 days from now or tomorrow. Certainly no longer. I will live, no longer live through it. I will give without the ego's need to prove it. I'll maintain movement so I never lose it. I'm sometimes a teacher, but always a student. Thank you.